Hello, everybody. I feel this is like our get together these days. Let's see who's coming first. I love the first ones, or the last ones, or everybody, really. Let's see what's happening today. Mary Guevara, Miss Philippines, 2020. Hello, Mary. Hey, miss you. I miss you too. How's the kiddos? I bet they're growing big, huh? So thank you for being here. Mary, oh my goodness. How's the chocolatier of the world? How are you, sweetie? How are you? Everything's good? Deborah DeSanto, royalties in the house. Wonderful. I love it. Love, love, love. Suzanne, neighbor, how are you? Hi there. So good. It's like a family affair. Ciao, Ricardo Costales. Ciao, Deborah. Suzanne, hello, sweetie. How are you? David, how are you? See, bring them on camera. No, today. I'm not ready. Hey, Marlene, how are you, sister? Kimian, how are you, sweet? Veronica, I'm so happy. Are you cooking today something? Kristen, how are you? Hi, Marlene, how are you? Miss you too. Dunia, how are you, sweetie? Miss working with you. I miss working with all of you too. Even though this is good, I need the action. But you know what? Everything is opening up. And thank you, Deborah. Looks svelte. I love my compliments. I decided not to wear black today just for a change. Because it's Thursday, which is my Friday, which is my Monday. I guess all the days are the same now. But yeah, I miss working with y'all. And pretty soon I think we're going to go back to it. I feel it. And I need it because I need to be in contact with all of you as well. Let's wait a few more minutes because we're a little earlier, as you know. Sima June, happy early birthday is tomorrow. Don't tell that I don't remember. Christian Davison, how are you? I'm good. Hope you're doing good. I am. Hey, Dan, how are you? Skin looks good. I've been masking, peeling, exfoliating. I've been doing. Hey, Susana from Malaga, how are you? I'm very happy to see you. I'm very happy to see you too, Marlene. Monica Rica, hello, sweet. Buenas noches. In Spain, it's like about 12 midnight. So, Catherine Larkin, how are you, sweetie? I know. So, anyways, good. Sima, thank you, my dear. It's a pleasure. You look so beautiful. You see, that's what I like to do this. Rosemary, how are you, sweetie? Just for my ego, it would be good to be here for a little while. Anyway, let's wait a few more minutes and then we're going to start. We have a great Facebook Live. I got so many emails telling me, Ricardo, help me. Every time that I wear my mask, my makeup comes off. Don't panic. We're here today to do that. Lucrezia Spencer, Tennessee is in the house. Thank you, Catherine. You look great. That's wonderful. I've been changing my skin routine as well. I've been using my straight rejuvenating serum because I don't know, because it's getting hotter and seeing my old acne scars from the past 30, 40 years ago. I don't know. I'm losing weight, whatever. So this is giving. Hey, Diana, how are you? Hi there. Make me mask ready. You came mask ready. Yeah. So anyway, I'm using the Absolute Stray rejuvenating serum. I'm telling you, it's just making my complexion, the scars and the imperfection less visible, which I love. Ardeen Zimmerman, you look fabulous, but you know what? Your heart is so big, you can tell me anything and I'll take it. Anyway, we're going to wait a few more seconds and then we're going to go on it because we have a long, wonderful, full of tips Facebook Live. It's all about how to make your makeup stay and not transferring on your mask because I'm getting so many emails telling me, please, Ricardo, help me. And you know, Diana is making masks now and they're beautiful. So, you don't want anything to come to this beautiful thing. Jonathan, the beauty is in the house. Jonathan. I wish you could follow Jonathan. He's the most beautiful human being. He's just so pretty all the time. I feel less than next to him, but don't tell him, even though he's listening to me. Siempre te ves bello. Thank you. Molly, how are you? Joanna, how are you, sweet? Jonathan, I was giving you a compliment that you're one of the most beautiful men I've seen. And next to you, I feel like, oh my God, I need to take care of myself. Hannah John Lewis, Pat Wesson from Houston. Okay, so let's start getting together into our swing of things, you know, because I think it's going to be very good. Let me say hi to these two beauties, humans, and then we're going to do that. So as you know, Lancome spends millions of dollars in research and development of products. So when we have a launch, or when we bring, hey Sheila, I thought, where's my Sheila today? So, you know, when we bring something to you is to the highest quality and the highest research and developmental product in Lancome Labs. So, you know, that's very, very cool. I love you. I learn from you, honey. Well, thank you. That's a compliment too, Jonathan. I appreciate it. It makes me feel good a little. So, you know, Lancome is the #1 in prestige world of cosmetics. So Lancome is it, and we want to keep it like that. So every year, as we research, and Carla, my cousin. Hola, Rica, Carolina, ¿cómo estás? From Venezuela. Jamie. Hey, Angela. Hey. So, you know, as when we launch a product, we want to make sure that the expectations are all check. So when you receive it, or when we receive it, is going to be the best of the best. The same thing happened when we start using the Tentidol Ultra Wear. When we launched this foundation, we knew that we had a winner here because it is the #1 sell foundation in our catalog. And you know, when you love it, is you love it. And if you haven't loved it, you're going to adore it because it's phenomenal. But I want to talk to you about, so the premise of this Facebook Live is just to help you to make your, to apply your makeup in such a way that it doesn't transfer on you a mask when you use it. Because, you know, I have so many complaints doing that. Ricardo, help me, please. Ashley. Anyway, Ed Lucrecia. So, anyway, but I think before we start giving tips or whatever, let's talk about benefits about each product. Because I think when we do talk about a product, if you know what it does for you, you are more eager to try it, and you feel better, more comfortable. It's like a safety blanket, so to speak. Suher Farah, how are you? I have such a sexy, exotic names here. I'm gonna have to start changing mine. Something, I don't know. Like Sima Jung is sexy, but I wanna do, I don't know. I mean, just give me ideas and then we'll follow. Okay, so when we launched Tentidol Ultra Wear Foundation, we knew we had a winner here because it checked every single marks that we wanted a foundation to be. For example, it comes in 50 shades. So, you know, the thought in the past, like in the 80s and 90s, oh, you don't have my shade, I have to go someplace else. We have every single foundation shade for anybody in this planet. If you're an alien, we'll talk to you, we'll match it up, but I promise you, if you live in this planet, we have the match for you. You get SPF 15, which is awesome because, as you know, when we wear foundations, they are long wearing up to 24 hours. SPF is very important. You know, it's oil free, which, you know, is super important, especially in the summer coming up. It's a long wearing. It's a full coverage, but with a matte finish, but the finish is more natural. So it allows you to have a healthy glow, a healthy finish without being like you have a mask. Like, you know, I don't know if you're familiar, but Walking Dead is filmed in Atlanta, and they're always looking for, you know, extras for zombies or whatever. You don't have to wear this foundation. This foundation will make you look like the prime actress and actor. Let the other companies give you that masky, Dia de los Muertos, the Day of the Dead. No, this foundation will give you a full coverage with the most beautiful natural matte finish, which is awesome. Now, we added these wonderful ingredients called NAI, which I don't want to go too technical, but it keeps the pH, your skin pH balance. Remember when we were talking about pH balance in your skin? So you don't produce a lot of oil and the color changes. Because we added the NAI pigments in this foundation, it keeps your skin pH balance all day. So 3 things happen. A, the color, as you know, if you try other companies, after 2 or 3 hours, the foundation that you thought you loved is turning orange or red or pink. This one stays true through the whole days, up to 24 hours. Second, it will not crease and it will not cake because the NAI pigments keep that under check. You know, we also, because I know we hear you, I will say hi to all of you, Brandon, Alop, Elaine Cole, Mary Guevara, Robin, thank you, sweetie. I love hearts and kisses, and I love compliments because, you know, that's the place. That's my gasoline. That's why I go more and more. For those people who are extremely oily, and sometimes I wonder if their skincare routine is off. That's why the complexion is, their skin is producing too much oil. Perhaps the skin pH is not balanced. That's why they're either overproducing oil or underproducing oil. We added perlite and silica. So just for you to feel comfortable, these two ingredients, which is skin-loving ingredients, trust me, absorb the excess of oil, and your complexion only stays matte all day, but don't change color, doesn't cake, and it doesn't separate or crease. So this is a pretty good benefit. Okay, now, it comes, of course, let me tell you, in the liquid form, or you have also the stick shape form. I love to have this as your retouch, or you can use it by itself. It's more of a matte finish, but it's more of a silky finish, you know, which is really, but I'll talk to you as we're giving you tips. Now, we created also the Tenti Doll Ultra Wear Camouflage Concealer, which is pretty much if this is the big brother, this is the the little sisters, because it's the same thing, you know? So this is all in the family. Okay, so why this camouflage concealer is so wonderful? First of all, it's ultra pigmented. A little goes a long way. If you in 6 months have no product in this little tube, you're way applying too much. A little, not even a smidgen of a pearl, and you will see in a few minutes what I'm gonna do, is sufficient. But what I love about it is weightless. So you don't feel that you have a mask, and you don't feel that it's gonna change the texture of the foundation. Together in harmony, it's gonna work beautifully. Now, it's blendable, so you can blend it. You're gonna see in a few minutes when I give you the tips, you can blend it with other things. It's gonna be beautiful. Now, the third ingredient, or the third product I'm gonna show you, is the Dual Finish. I'm sorry for the presentation. I haven't been able to go to get my case because I haven't left the house. So this is the Dual Finish. The Dual Finish, I don't know if you know, is an American-born product. We created it for the needs and wants for this country because we wanted to have a powder that could be very versatile. It could be applied wet or dry. That could be used as your foundation or as your retouch. And there are so many different ways that you can use this Dual Finish. It's phenomenal, okay? Now, all these products, okay, is for all skin types. Whether you are normal to dry, or normal to oily, or oily, you can all use it. And throughout my Facebook Live, I've been showing you little by little what I've been doing. Now, but let me tell you before I start with the tips. Today is the 28th. The 30th is the last day you can get 25% off for friends and family. And like I always tell you, you are my friends, so therefore you are my family. If anything sparks an interest, whether it's this makeup, or you're getting low your makeup, or your skincare, or your fragrance, this is the time to do it. You have it until March 30th. And after that, you still will be my friends and my family. But don't start putting my name out there. Ricardo said for the whole year. No, we need to follow the rules because, you know, we have to do that. Okay, so now we got so many emails telling me, Ricardo, every time that I wear my mask, you know, this is our normal. You know, I feel that it's hot outside, my lenses are getting foggy, and my makeup just disappear. So could you teach me a way to apply makeup so when I take the mask, I still have my makeup? Now, the deal that I promised to you, I'm gonna teach you how to apply the foundation with disposable, whether it's blenders, or whether it's sponges, or whether it's the Q-tips, but we're not using brushes because I want you to get better at using fingers, so when you have to use brushes, you're even better, okay? So that's the way that we learned in a few weeks ago, many years ago, weeks. Let's say weeks, but it's years ago, you know, anyway. So let me show you how I apply the Tenti Doll Ultra Wear Foundation in a way that when I apply it, I look natural, I can be full coverage, and it still will be natural, and the finish will be matte, but a natural matte, okay? Now, look what's happening here. Let me tell you, I'm getting tanner because I'm outside cutting the grass and everything. And my color right now is 435. In the winter is 420. So, you know, I'm going intensity 1.5. So what I'll do is I just take a little. Okay, look at little, that is. Can you see it? There. Okay. Now, I told you, I don't want you to use brushes. I want you to use, and you know what happens when I take my glasses. So anyway, I'm gonna try to do it. So look, you need to understand your face. I mean, let me put my glasses first. You need to understand your face, because if you don't understand your face, what's happening in your face, who's gonna understand it? So what I always do in the morning, because normally in the morning is my wake up to reality. That wasn't there last night. So anyway, so you try to figure out what it is. Lancome philosophy is you apply foundation only where you need it. If you don't need it, you blend it out. In other words, this all 1980s, 1990 foundation all over the face that we're painting the walls, it doesn't cut it because it ages us. And the whole idea as we get older is to look more radiant, more beautiful, more youthful, and look like you have makeup but no makeup, which is good. And still cover all that full coverage, matte finish, without looking like you have a mask, okay? So, bear with me, because remember, I have no glasses. So, look, I'm gonna take just a very little amount, look at barely, okay? For me though, let me see if I can get closer. For me, is, look, if you see, this area is good, this area is good, but in here, I have for years ago from being at the beach, baby oil, iodine, all of that. I don't want to get into that because then it makes me feel 2 weeks older. So anyway, but look what I'm going to do. You apply first. Look, here is my problem because I had red, and here too. So what I'll do is, look how far this little drop of foundation goes. Now, you need to understand too, if you preference it a little more because you feel safer applying a little more, please do so. There's no rules, but I'm trying to give you a way that you can still look younger. Have you ever seen those people on TV that they're older but then show up after many years and they look ravishing because they have makeup but they don't look like they have makeup? That's what we all want. Look how much makeup I still have here, okay? So, this area, it has been a problem for me because I had acne mark there. Even though you don't think I had problems before, I just got my skin to this level by taking care of. And that's what I was sharing with one of your viewers, with Sheila. Like, if you take care of it, you don't need filters because your skin is beautiful, okay? Now, if you're gonna do the face, make sure you put just a little on the ears, because when you get tired or you get angry, your ears get red and then you have two different colors. So look how much foundation I still have. I'm gonna take a little more, look like a smidgen. Now for me, it's this area. This area has been always for me. And then if I have an area that you have a congested area, like a breakout or something, you do that. Okay, now look, let me see if I can get closer. Look what's happening with this area. I'm telling you, my skin is breathable. I can still see my skin, but remember, you still have concealer and you still have powder. So if you put too much coverage right now, then you're gonna have a thickness that is not beautiful, let's say. Okay, so this is the quadrant. Now I'm gonna go to the next quadrant. Okay, look. My area of problem is here. Okay, look how much makeup I still have here, okay? Here. Look, I just blend it. I just don't, look, just a little. What I do is I just apply it, but I spread it with tapping motion. Okay, now. Okay, so far I like it. And you can see the difference. Let me put my glasses here. Robin, hello, handsome. Brandon, Emily, St. Pierre, how are you, sweetie pie? Sheila, color, and like Sheila says, the color stays throughout the whole day. Whether you are dry or oily, with your combination dry or oily, it doesn't matter, because if you have a good skincare underneath it, which all of you do have, hey, Christy Hill, so good, so relevant, thank you. So anyway, so look, so far it's very good and it's very healthy. I'm not changing who I am. I'm just making a better me by using a little foundation. Now, when we talk about the Tintidol Camouflage Concealer, there is a misconception out there that you have to match your foundation. Yes and no. If you want to use a corrector, the $20 camouflage corrector, to use it in your face and neck or any blemishes that you may have, perhaps, yes, the color needs to be the same as your foundation. But if you want to use this one as your corrector around the area, I suggest for you to go, if not 1.5, or 2 shades lighter, so this area becomes brightened and illuminated so you don't look tired. So if I am 435, I am using in my corrector 320. Okay, and look what I'm gonna do. Look a little. Can you see it? Minimal, it's like a freckle. Okay, now, because I'm gonna work around my area, look how little this blender is, like a baby blender. I love baby blenders. Okay, so I'm gonna put it in this area first. I'm gonna show you before I blend it, okay? And then I'll show you how I'm gonna blend it. Can you see it? Here? Okay, so look what I'm gonna do. Pat, pat, pat. And like I was telling earlier before Sheila came in, lately I'm using more Prograde around my eye area, and I'm using Le Stray Rejuvenating Serum more. I don't know if because I'm getting darker and the light hits it. I see my 42 years old acne marks. So this one is instantly giving me that smoothness and softening those imperfections, the 1 or 2 I might have. So anyway, so this is working fine. But because I am outside a little more cutting the grass, after I do my whole treatment, I seal my whole eye area with a little Prograde. And I'm telling you, it's working beautifully because it gives me that oomph, that luminosity that all of you know the Prograde does for you. Okay, so look what's happening. I still have a lot. You see it? But look what's happening now. Now, for me, if you have a blemish, like this is a mole, that's not a blemish. I was, let me tell you this story. This is very funny. I was in one of my sales meetings a long time ago with one of my big boss, and they sat me down at the table because, you know, they want you to mingle or whatever. And the guy is very, very sweet. Many years ago, he's not with us anymore. Very sweet, but very stern, like that, you know. And everybody's talking and nobody's saying anything. And I believe that they sat me down in the table to break the ice and to be funny, blah, 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 like a joker. So I started talking. Anyway, all of a sudden, he stopped talking and he says like that with the finger, "Ricardo, you have a piece of broccoli on your teeth." So I said, well, that I appreciate honesty because I have friends that have lettuce and I tell them you have a piece of lettuce because you don't want people to see that. So I get the knife like that, you know, look at it and say, where? I don't see it. It's there still. So I look at it and say, where? It's still there. It's in your lip. He said, that's not my parsley or lettuce, that's my mole. Oh, I'm sorry. So you would have thought the whole energy was so high up, it went down into a funeral. But anyway, it's funny. So that's my mole. I had it all my life. So look, so what's happening? Now, you know, if you want to highlight, you also highlight here in the bridge of your nose. You see what I'm talking about? But in this particular case, you're going to take a bigger blender and you're going to pat it like that. But look what it did. It just brightened me up. And I promise you, you will have no excess of makeup because you're taking the excess. Now, you would think that the next step will be to do powder. No. This is what I want you to do. I discovered over trial and error that if you set now with fix it and forget it right now, and then let it dry, then you can put the powder, and once the powder is done, then you do another layer of fix it and forget it. I promise you, you will have your makeup all day. So look what I'm gonna do. Gently. Okay, let it dry. Okay. Now, I told you I don't want you to use any brushes. So we're gonna use disposables, right? So look what I'm gonna do. Let me put my goggles. I love this little puff that you buy over the counter, but I know they are not cheap, right? Let me see who's, Sweetie, how are you, Sweetie? Sweetie Patel, Greg Kala, my cousin, Alice, you stay in the whole, Marlene says, it stays the whole day, and it does, because she works with me, like with Mary, and when we leave the event and we travel 4 hours, her makeup's still on it. Gidry. Okay, so let me show you what it is. These little things I love, but these little things could be pricey. So if you want to use those without using them, I used to do this a long time ago with cotton rounds or cotton balls. So what I do is I take a tissue, I put it inside here, and I create like a little Casper in the Friendly Ghost, and give you my HOA too. You see, it's like a little Casper. Now look what you're gonna do. You're gonna take a little powder, the dual finish. You see it? You're gonna always take the excess in your palms. But look what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna set what I just did. But this is I want you to do it, look. With a pressing motion, but no rubbing it. I don't want rubbing it. I wanna make sure that this is set. And I promise you, look, around the area, I don't have a lot of product, so you can put it around the area because you will not have creases, besides you have a good skincare. Look. Now that you have set it, and look how pretty that is, then you set it finally. I think I'm spraying the air because I have no glasses. Okay, now, look at the difference. No makeup, nothing is here. And look, just with a little, look how much evens me out. Can you see it? You can see the darkness here, but you can still, my skin is healthy. But look here how healthy and how radiant that is. Carolina is watching, my cousin in Venezuela. ¿Cómo estás, belleza? Okay, let me see who's here. Lori, always there. Thank you, Lori. Kim, she always painting. Blanca Garfias, how are you? Rhonda Maynard, how are you, my sweetie? Okay, so you see what we did. No brushes. And I promise you, I wish you could feel, look, let me get a Kleenex to show you. Look, not even an ounce of makeup. Can you see it? I don't know if you can see it, but it's very whitey. So the idea of putting makeup all over is a thing of the 1980s and 90s when everything was excessive, and we are getting wiser, not older, but we want to make sure that as we get wiser, not older, we look better and better and better. Now, let me show you another tip, because tips are good to have. Let's see who's here. Brandy, how are you, sweetie? Patricia, so happy everything is great. Deb, I have so much love from all of you, and you send me notes and pray for my mom or whatever. And you know what? It feels so good. It's like you have your own family. And when things happen good, Danlin, how are you? And your husband, I'm sure, is with you. 29 forever, Sheila says. Stacy Harvey, how are you, sweetie? Jamie. Okay, so let me show you this part. Okay, so you're rushing because these days, not only you have become professors, but you have been chef, you have been cutting the grass and gardeners, you have been the wife, the girlfriend, the mother, whatever. And sometimes you have such a little time, which I begged you to make what we call sacred time for you. Close the bathroom. I don't care if a tie is being demolished. You just need to take care of yourself, because 5-10 minutes a day is not too much to ask. Natural young skin. Thank you, Danley. You're so pretty. You're natural too. Diana Matthews watching too. Sheila Stokes, how are you? Another Sheila. Claudia. Okay, so look. This side of the face, I have the Tenti Doll, which is up to 24-hour wear, 50 shades, SPF 50, full coverage without matte finish, but the finish is very natural. And sometimes you don't have time. So let me show you a way that you can combine concealer and the foundation, the Tenti Doll, together, so you can save one step. In that way, you could save maybe a minute or two. Anyway, look. So we're gonna use just a little. Let me put my goggles, because you see how little? Now, I'm gonna use the Tenti Doll Camouflage Wear, and we're gonna mix it on the side. Okay, so look in there. I have the concealer, the Camouflage Concealer, and I have the Tenti Doll Ultra Wear. But look what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take the bigger blender, and by the way, it's a good idea after you use them, use shampoo and conditioner in one, wash them, take the excess with a paper towel and let them dry so they're flexible. So look what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take a little of the foundation, okay, here, but I'm gonna mix it with the concealer in a separate area. Okay, look, I'm taking, let me see if I can do it here. This is the foundation, can you see it? This is the concealer, but I'm gonna mix it together. So this is what I'm gonna do next. My area is here because I'm the reddest. And here I have a sunspot that I've been taking care of for many, many years. And it's never getting darker, but it's still there, reminding me what a fool I was when I was younger. Okay, I'm taking from the mix together, not from one or the other one. You take the foundation and the concealer and you mix it together here. Okay, blend it together, always in your ear, because remember, when you get tired, your ears get red, and that is not a sexy look. Okay, now, I will take the little bitty one, or, let me show you, take here and put it underneath it. Look. I'm using the same amount. I'm not even adding, I just the same amount. Now, this way, since you added two together, get a cleaner blender. It looks like one of those erasers when we went to high school or kindergarten. Okay, and look what I'm gonna do. Take the excess always. Because the excess is what comes off your mask or anything. So what do I do next? Do I do the powder or do I do fix it and forget it? Fix it and forget it. Okay, let it dry for 1 minute. And then we get the Casper, the Friendly Ghost. You can use another one, but since it's you, okay? Look. Pat, pat, pat. Let me take another tissue because I'm demolishing it here. Now, let me get closer to you. Let me see if I can get the light here. Can you see you can still see my look, my skin, but you don't see that I have a mask. The worst thing anybody could do is to look masking. Now, for El Día de los Muertos, the date of death in November, Halloween, I allow you to do that. That's not a problem. For every day, you are my people. You are my friends and family. I want you to be the prettiest because I am responsible for your beauty and your sassiness. Okay, look now. Can you see? Healthy. Nobody can accuse me to have any makeup. Let's see who's here. J.R. Olivieri, Sandy, Don Cook from Houston. How are you? Anyway, really nice washing. Cindy Fairley. Anyway, I mean, can you see the difference between when you do apply properly? And I'm talking to you, and it takes me maybe a little longer than normal. But you see the difference what it is? Now, one more thing if you wanted to. If you ever wanted to use this as your retouch, which is the Tenti Doll Ultra Wear Stick. These are great. You can use the same color as your foundation, or if you want something highlighting because you're gonna use this for retouching, I'm using this like the 320, and look at the way that I will apply it. I will use it here, I will use it here, here, and here. Okay, why do I use it here? Well, first of all, because when the light hits, this is my area that's gonna be illuminated. So when I do that, look what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna blend it with the same foundation, with whatever leftover makeup you have. That's a good thing, you don't have to use a new one. If you wanna use a new one, you can do that. But look what's happening right now. It illuminated me without having a lot of makeup. So look, I'm ready to the party now. Look, how you see it? Let me see. Look at that. You see? Let me see if you can do that. You see? Thank you. Anyway, so it's not how much makeup you apply, it's how you apply it. Lancome philosophy has been always very clear. You apply foundation or makeup with a purpose. Where you need it, you apply it. When you don't, you blend it out. In that way, not only you look younger, prettier, the makeup stays all day, but you don't have that. You know, sometimes makeup could be your best friend, but sometimes I've seen people out there, in this group, or my friends, or people that use Lancome. But I've seen people out there that they think more is better, and the honest truth is not better, So let me see who's here. I love your mole. Thank you, Anne. I can't believe you're noticing now. Cindy, Mar, Jonathan, you look radiant, thank you. But you know what it is? Foundation is not to cover your beauty. Foundation is to make you better and to make your skin and to give you that security that you have about your skin. Like, for example, some of you here, I can tell you, we're so proud of what we have make our skin look like. So I just want to show it to the world. But the foundation, what it's doing to me right now, which I'm sure some of you too, is giving me that security to show it to the world feeling very comfortable. That is what makeup's about. That's what foundation's about. I have to tell you, you look very handsome and glowing. Thank you, Seema. Why are you spraying? Well, and what I'm spraying is Fix It and Forget It. This is a wonderful spray that fixes your makeup. It has hyaluronic acid, it has vitamin E. What I like about this is not only you can use it when you wear makeup, but during the day when you feel tired, you can spray this, let it be. My thing, if you're gonna be in the swimming pool, put that in a little bucket next to your adult beverage with your eyes. So when you spray it, it's just so wonderful. But if you're not drinking adult beverage, you can drink children beverage, like a Chili Temple, and then you can put that one as well. But this is really good because it sets it, but it has hyaluronic acid, has vitamin C, has vitamin A. What it does is just makes your complexion very plump. But it sets the makeup, which is really good. Fix it and forget it, okay? Learning from the best, Lori. Oh my goodness. Sheila, you're flawless. No, you are flawless. Carolina sending me corazones de bello. Hi, Ricardo, great tips. Jamie Bain, your skin looks amazing. Love the tips for the setting spray. Thank you. Jamie Bain is one of those beauty. She works with us. She's one of the ambassadors for HSN. You have seen it. It's this exotic, ebony, gorgeous thing that next to you, you have to like be like that because she's like bigger than life. And I love her to death because she's like my sister from a different mother too. And we give compliments to each other when we do things right, and when we don't do things right, she calls me on it, and I appreciate that from the bottom. So for her to give me a compliment, thank you. So Catherine Larkin, when I try to cover my age spot, it looks darker because you're using the wrong concealer. Because again, if you're going to try to match the concealer with the intensity of the sunspot, that's going to be 2 or 3 shades darker than your foundation. What you need to do is you need to understand 2 things. Undertone of your foundation first. There are 3 undertones: cool, pinky, neutral, beiging, and then warm, more yellowish. Okay? So if you are a cool undertone and you're using a warm undertone, that's going to be off. So that's why it's so important for you to match your undertone. 2, when you try to find a good concealer or like the Tentidol camouflage concealer, just try to go a little lighter than the color of your foundation, and you're gonna see, because the whole idea is to brighten the sunspot, not to darken it or to have the same color. I hope that helped you, Catherine. Monica Riga, oh, I forgot to order that too. I love it. Alice, great tip. Thank you, Marlene. Linda, Beverly McCain, I'm here. Janice, how are you? Cheryl Blanda, as we all know you. Okay, so remember Monday, and thank you so much because you make my Facebook Live so successful. I have over 2,000 people watching me, and I appreciate that. It makes me feel good because it gives me more to do that. I was telling you at the beginning of this thing, I'm gonna do a Facebook Live with the whole, we call it the black bottle, which is the absolute straight line. When absolute is the golden standard, this one is a different standard. A little different needs, different benefit, different everything else. So, but that's what I have on today. I was telling Sheila I was applying because being tan and noticing my sunspot and my little acne marks coming through, and I don't understand it, but this one, immediately softened, and visibly you can tell the imperfection to get softer, which I love this one. And I was telling you that I'm using a lot of Progress this day around the area because I had to squint with the sun. But anyway, remember last Monday when I was saying that I forgot to tell you something? I think this platform is so important because you reach people that you never thought they could have been in your life in any shape or form. Because some people, with all the respect, I know a lot of you, like 90% of you, but 10% I don't know, which I appreciate you coming to my life because I want to make sure that I give you something in return. And this child, she's young, 20, 21, she said, Ricardo, when I wear makeup, it's like I feel like I don't belong any place. It's like, and it broke my heart because I was there as a young guy, and girls, you have been there. But I remember reading something many years ago, and I said that to her. And this is what I told her. I said, if you feel that you don't fit into this world, it's because you were born to create a new one. You would have thought that Jesus appeared behind me. You would have thought that the water of the river separated and we walked through it. You would have thought I was dressed in a toga or whatever. But what it made me feel so important and so touched is that she said, that is the thing I've been always trying to think. Why, if I don't feel that I don't fit into this world, why is the meaning? And when I said it's because you were born to create a new one, that put her in a different. I got an email the next day saying, you made my life so much brighter. And that is why I feel this is so important. Okay, so next week we have a wonderful Facebook Live on Monday and Tuesday. I don't want to tell you too much because it's going to be a surprise. But I just want to say to you, thank you for letting me in your homes. Thank you for being kind and sweet like you all are. Thank you for being my friends. And thank you for being my friends and family. And if you need something spark, an interest, you still have until the 30th, until 12 o'clock midnight, to order anything to get 25% site-wide all over. So if you need to find the $20 and this, go for it, the powders, skincare, fragrance, do whatever you need to do. But after the 30th, you're still going to be my friends and family. Don't start calling me and bickering at me because I'm just telling you, okay? So listen, have a wonderful weekend. I love you all. And like I said, if you feel that you don't fit into this world, it's because all of us, we were born to create a new one and we are doing it together. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Bye.